Cherry Blossom family, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Jessi, also known as Miss Cherry. And for those returning subscribers, hi guys, I'm so glad to see you again. Today is going to be a fall haul, a fall Walt Disney World haul, and also I have a couple of Disney like Halloween things that I wanted to share with you that weren't necessarily from the parks, but they are definitely applicable for this time of year. And so after we go through all the stuff for Walt Disney World, I'm going to then show you those 2 or 3 things. For those of you who do not know, I was in Walt Disney World the beginning of August, actually the first weekend of August. And I was there with several of my YouTube friends and all of these beautiful people. Actually, I'll pop a picture up here for you guys to see. We had so much fun. It was amazing meeting all of these people that I see online and talk to all of the time, and then finally being able to like see them in person, give them a hug, talk to them. I mean, it was a really, really cool experience. It was something that like I'm not sure is going to be able to happen again, but man, I'm really thankful that I did get to go. And so on that trip, I was only there for 5 days. I did a little bit of damage. Shocking, right? So let's go ahead and just get into it. I have no particular order that we are going to go into. I have this humongous reusable bag, shout out Saving the Earth, that I'm gonna go through and kind of show you what I bought. So I'm gonna start on the very, very top. I've got a couple of apparel items. So I was in World of Disney and I found this shirt and I was so excited. I was convinced in World of Disney, I'm like, I'm not gonna buy anything. Like, I'm not seeing anything that I like. And I turn the corner and then here are all the Little Mermaid shirts. So I got this shirt that says Off the Hook with Sebastian. And it's got this super cute little zigzag detail that is on the chest. And it is fitted, and I just think it is super duper cute. I love that it looks almost like a 70s tee because he looks a little bit faded. This was $34.99. Again, got it at World of Disney. And then the second apparel item I got at World of Disney was this. So you guys know I love Scuttle so much. This is a Scuttle t-shirt that is the Dingle Hopper hair salon, and it's got him with his absolutely insane hair on there, and it's got little dingle hoppers on top of the little barber like lights that they have, and it says just a little twirl and a yank there, and voila, you've got an aesthetically pleasing configuration of hair that humans go nuts over. Established in 1989, which is when The Little Mermaid was created. This is a shirt of perfection. I cannot wait to make ears that will match this shirt. The next thing that I got, Jessica Meredith from OMGAWD Jessica and I did 4 parks one day, and we had to stop by the Polynesian because we had to change our route. So one of the free things that we got our lei when we went there. So this is something that's free, that when you go to the Polynesian resort, you can ask for a lei and they give you one of those. And since we were doing 4 parks in one day, I thought it was appropriate to get something to commemorate that. And there's another thing from 4 parks in one day that I wanted to show you that just happened to be inside of my bag o' goodies. We both made these. It is 4 parks in one day, and then I'm celebrating meeting my YouTube bestie. I thought these were super cute. They have a different way of doing them now. Like, you can go to the building next to City Hall and actually write all of this stuff in and take as many buttons as you want. So we decided to make 2. The next thing that I wanted to show you, this was our custom button that was made by Parkbound Buttons that we used during our 4 parks in one day challenge, which by the way, if you haven't seen that, I'm gonna pop it up
up in the corner for you guys to check out. But we actually had a character at each park sign this jumbo button. This button is huge for scale. Here's a regular button. But what's really cool about these is that on the back, you can actually like flip this up. I haven't done this yet, but you can flip this up and it becomes a like stand, like a picture stand. And so I'm going to definitely be displaying this. I'm going to be adding this along with a picture of Jess and I on 4 Parks One Day over into my shelving to commemorate that day. That was one of my most favorite memories I have ever had in the Disney parks, was going and doing that with Jess, and I love that we vlogged it. Like, that's kind of, I don't know, the best part about vlogging is that I kind of get to go back and look at these memories and share them with you guys, and you guys appreciate them too, and this whole kind of thing that happens with YouTube is a pretty amazing thing. So I was really pleased. Really pleased with that vlog. It was super fun to do too. The first night that we were there, we went to Villains Night. Now, my poor Villains map is totally, it got crushed in transit, we'll just say that. So, which is okay. But they made this map so thick, I swear to you, it's like they took a cardboard box. Can you hear that? They took, it is like the thickest cardstock I've ever seen. And they made a map, and I want to show you a little bit closer what the map looks like. So here it is, it's Hades. It does have like a shimmer to it. And then you open it up and it's got like everything that you can purchase. It also has this really cool like diagonal. And then on the back, it's got the park map of where everything was at. Super cool. This is probably one of the nicest park maps I have ever received. I have a box that I keep like my park maps and such in. Is that something that you guys do too? Let me know down below, because I have this like, I kind of feel like it's a box of useless stuff, but it's stuff that like reminds me of when I was at the parks, and I kind of love it at the same time. So that is gonna go in there for sure. The other thing, I only picked up one thing at Villains Night because it was the last one. So they were extremely low on all of their merchandise. I got this super cute Hades tank top. So as you can see in his flame, the inner blue, this blue right here, is actually Cinderella Castle, which I thought was really neat. And then there is a silhouette of what looks like Dr. Facilier. And then there's a silhouette of Jafar, Maleficent, Evil Queen, and is there one more? Oh, I think that might be it. And then it says 2019, and then it's got Hades, and then it says Magic Kingdom at the bottom. This tank top was so cool. They did not have much merchandise left, but I was so excited that they did have this left still. This tank top was a little bit pricey. It was $29.99. Some of you may know that this year is the 30th anniversary of The Little Mermaid, also known as the death to my bank account. If you are a Little Mermaid fan, you will understand where I'm coming from. I swear, every time I turn around, there is a new piece of Little Mermaid merchandise that I cannot resist. So if any of you are experiencing that, please let me know down below, make me feel a little bit better. But also, I know that 25th anniversary of Pocahontas is coming up next year, so all you Pocahontas fans, it's your turn. It's your turn. You're gonna like it. Actually, I'm gonna kind of like it too. I do love Pocahontas. I don't collect Pocahontas, but I really love that film. So anyway, that got off on a really weird tangent. Back to Little Mermaid. So when one of the last days that we were there, Jess was like, dude, did you see the plushes? And I'm like, oh no. I did not see the plushes, and then she took me to the Emporium and showed me the plushes, and we have Flounder and Sebastian, but what makes them so special, I'm gonna show you. These are kind of like, I know that this Flounder in particular is like their standard plush that they have at the Disney store, but what I'm trying to show you, can you see how glittery his little tiny fish body is? Yes, Flounder. Flounder's having a glitter moment and I'm into it. And then he also has this really beautiful 30th anniversary tag on, and he is $19.99. And I just think this tag is so pretty. And then the inside of the tag as well. So pretty. And Sebastian has the same tag on him. Here is Sebastian. He is my favorite of the two, mainly because you hardly ever see him, especially in plush form. So I was so happy to have him. He's actually my first Sebastian plush outside of a vintage plush that I have from the release of the film that was a Christmas ornament. So I'm really excited to add him to my collection. I take that back. I have a new Foofy, and I also have a Zoom of him, but I'm talking like regular, like Disney plush. His little feet or his legs are all, he's just wonderfully made, I think, and his claws are very heavy. He does have a tongue, which I thought was really fun, and his shell is beautiful and sparkly, similar to Flounder's. And I just think he is such a well-made, soft plush. I'm so excited to have Sebastian. I love him. Also $19.99. He's got the same 30th anniversary commemorative tag. I could talk about him all day. But I love, okay, you guys have to let me know down below. I love a plush that has some weight to him, and he has some weight to him, but he is like, his little hands, I'm sorry, his hooks or whatever these are called, pinchers, are full of beans. So he's got this like really hefty weight about him that just is like, as a person that loves textures and things, so satisfying. Yeah. So, as some of you may know, that while we were there, it was the Haunted Mansion 50th anniversary. And I know what you're saying, like, it was in Disneyland, and you are correct, but they still celebrated it in Walt Disney World, which was really fun. So we still got access to the 50th anniversary merchandise at Walt Disney World. So, of course, I did pick up a few things from that. So I'm gonna start with this. Now, this is a shirt that is available, I believe, all of the time. Now, I just saw it and I was like, I really need some Halloween shirts. I don't have very many, so I ended up picking up this all over print Haunted Mansion shirt. Now, this is probably the softest material I've ever felt on my skin. It is like stretchy, and I call this fabric Jesus fabric because it was literally made by Jesus, like so soft. So this is what the front looks like. The back has a zigzag detail similar to that hook off the hook shirt that Sebastian had, but this is a detail on the back of the shirt, which I think is super cute. So let me stand up and show you some details of the all over print. So here is some of the details of the all over print. You've got the hitchhiking ghosts, you've got the grim grinning ghost statues that sing the bride, Madame Leota, the Hatbox Ghost, that poor skinny little baby dog. Basically every character from the Haunted Mansion you're going to find in this shirt. And yeah, I just think it's really cute, really cozy. I will say that it is quite oversized. I sized down because if I do a fitted top, I get an extra large. This is a large, and it is a very large. So I probably could have gotten away with a medium, but I decided might as well go a little bit comfy. The next item I got is from the Wonderground Gallery, and some of you may know that I collect this specific artist, but let me stand up and show you what it looks like. It is Jasmine Beckett Griffith's version of Madame Leota, and I think it is absolutely stunning. She has a way that she portrays the characters that is like basically like a creepy doll, and I live for it. I have an entire wall of these prints that are all the princess prints in my living room that I just really love. So this is going to be added to that collection. This was $4.99. The next Haunted Mansion item is another 50th anniversary special, and it is the 50th anniversary t-shirt. Now, this was a crop t-shirt, which I thought was really interesting. It says Disneyland Resort, 50 years Haunted Mansion. On the back down the spine, it says 50 years of frightening fun. A fun, like around the house kind of t-shirt. It was $34.99. I am going to go to Disneyland in just a few weeks. And so since this is in celebration of the 50 years, I was like, yes, I'm gonna go ahead and get it because I doubt that it's gonna be available by the time that I get to Disneyland. So went ahead and purchased it. The next Haunted Mansion item I got is an Alex and Ani bracelet, and I'm going to stand up and show you a little bit more about it. This Alex and Ani was $49.99, and it features my favorite ghost from the Disneyland version of the Haunted Mansion, the Hatbox Ghost. So there is the Hatbox Ghost lifting his hat, and on the back of this charm it says 50 years of happy haunts. I thought this was a really cool way to commemorate being there on the actual day, and also a really great thing to wear during Halloween season. The next item I purchased for Haunted Mansion's 50th was this Christmas ornament. I thought this Christmas ornament was so basic and beautiful. It has the same emblem that you saw on the t-shirt, but look at the back. It is Madame Leota looking so fierce. And this is made of ceramic. It's a really like basic, clean Christmas ornament that is so beautiful. I really, really liked it. It was $16.99. This is a shimmery gold emblem on the back, and it has a little black ribbon to hold it on. Another piece of Haunted Mansion merchandise to commemorate the 50th was this Walt Disney World annual pass holder pin. It has the 3 hitchhiking ghosts, and it says "Going Our Way," and it's got this really cool little bubble feature here that is literally a bubble, as you can, I hope you can see that. There's a little piece of glass or maybe plastic or resin that goes over the top, and Madame Leota's little face is inside of that little bubble. And it says 2019, and it says "Hitch a ride to the afterlife." The interesting thing about this is that it is not a glossy pin. Like, you can actually feel the textures. I'm not sure if that's going to pick up on camera, but I do kind of enjoy how not traditional this pin is. I love the black and red elements. It just was really interesting to me. This pin was $15.99. The next piece of Haunted Mansion merchandise that I picked up is the Haunted Mansion Pandora charm. Here is the Madame Leota charm, the one that I'm holding between my pointer finger and thumb. And it's got like really pretty crystal detail around the edge and this like pretty filigree that kind of like holds the charm in place. And as you can see, she's like kind of like teal, and there's an orb around her. And then on the back side of this charm, it says the Haunted Mansion. I'm not sure if it's gonna pick up. I purchased this because I like to purchase items that commemorate certain things, and to me, a big part of why I got a lot of the 50th merchandise was because it was the actual day that we were doing the 4 Parks in One Day challenge. So I thought it was a really fun way to commemorate that. So that, I think, is the last item from my Haunted Mansion little haul right there. That was kind of a lot for a person that does not collect Haunted Mansion. Next item, speaking of 4 Parks in One Day, I accidentally missed an item. We got this to commemorate meeting Scrooge McDuck for the first time. It is a Disney pin that is his coin that says Scrooge McDuck, the richest duck in the world. And this is a thick pin. Look at that thing. Like he's a thick boy, okay? Like, this pin weighs so much. If Scrooge McDuck would dive into this, he would just like smash into it and then like squish into a tiny little accordion because it's such a heavy duty pin. This pin is silver, which I don't know how much that is. If you know, let me know down below. I probably should keep one of those like magic at your door like keys that tells me. I just always throw those away. The next pin I got was actually from my friend Johnny from Gayme Boyz. Johnny and Timmy, thank you both for picking this up for me. I Really wanted this pin from the Fairy Tales pin event. It was actually the only one that I wanted from the Fairy Tales pin event, which is why I did not end up attending the pin event. We did fly down there for it, but we actually, Jess and I, never really signed up for it because there were no pins that we really wanted. It was really sad. But anyway, this pin I really wanted, and I'm gonna show you why. This pin was the Fairy Tales 2019 adoption pin. So this is actually Stitch on adoption day holding his adoption papers, which it is a movable element, and I just thought the concept of this was adorable. I'm a big advocate for adopting homeless animals. There's the back. It is a limited edition of 750. So thank you to Johnny and Timmy for picking that up for me. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys haven't checked out the Gayme Boyz channel, I'm gonna leave their information down below and up in the corner here for you guys to go and visit their channel. Another pin that I got while I was there was this pin. This is the Port Orleans Resort Riverside pin. When I stayed there 2 years ago, I got the pin because it was the first time that we stay. So every time I stay at a resort, I get a pin. You guys will have to let me know down below if you do that as well. I think it's a really fun way to commemorate where we stayed. Anyway, they have a new version and I'm obsessed with it. Here is the new version. Excuse me? Yes, Tiana. I love this pin. It's got Naveen as a frog and she's standing in front of what looks like the bayou. She's wearing her beautiful green dress and it's got this like really stunning border that goes around that has like lily pads and little designs, and it's like, it's iridescent in the background, so like all of the purple elements in the background are actually iridescent. Yes, Disney. These are the pins that we are looking for. I'm so glad that they revamped the Riverside Resort pin because the other pin is just like a riverboat. And it, like, I get it because it's on the river, but this like really commemorates it. Like when you get on the bus, they play like Cajun music and like everything is around New Orleans, and this obviously is the movie of New Orleans, and it just like the representation of New Orleans and like this film, I'm like, oh yes, I love it. So anyway, moving on, got another Christmas ornament because I have never seen her before. She's my favorite, so you may have guessed. It's Belle. No, I'm just kidding. It's for sure not Belle. It is Ariel. No hate on Belle, okay? She's just not my princess. So here is this super cute new ornament, question mark. I've never seen this ornament before, but I love it. I love the glitter detail on her fins. Her hair looks stunning. The way that this was made reminds me of a Jim Shore figurine with like the darker details in like her hair and things. I just thought that this was actually a very different ornament for Disney to create, and I was really happy with it. It really does look like a Jim Shore in real life. This was $21.99. We got it from the Christmas shop at Disney Springs. I almost forgot the piece de resistance of this whole thing because it's been sitting by my feet. It is my Mickey Loungefly pumpkin backpack. Yes. This is probably my favorite thing that I've purchased from the park in so long. If you can hear that, that is all of my daily supplies. I have been using this as a purse since I got back because it is so freaking cute. So it's your standard mini backpack that has the black straps that have gold hardware on them. Let's take a look closer at the backpack. It has a gold zipper detail. Now this is one of those backpacks that is flush on the front. I'm still questioning how much I love them, but for this design, it makes complete sense. And then it's got his little pumpkin ears, his little stem, and then his regular side pocket details. I'm not gonna call them a water bottle pocket. They do not fit a water bottle. And then I have inside all of my stuff, but I wanted to show you the lining. So the lining has a bunch of cute things like a Mickey ghost, a Mickey pumpkin, a skull. It's got candy, it's got lollipops, it's got all sorts of fun, spoopy, trick-or-treaty things inside. This is such a great backpack. It was $80 at Port Orleans Riverside at Fulton's General Store. We were there the day they put out all of these amazing bags. I grabbed it immediately, paid for it. It was the last day that we were in Disney World, so I felt so fortunate that I was able to get it. So anyway, here he is. He was worth the money. I'm going to be traveling with him when I go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party next year. Also when I go to Oogie Boogie Bash this year. It's just the perfect Halloween backpack, and I'm so excited. Now we're gonna move on to a couple of things that aren't from Walt Disney World, but were from kind of just everywhere. So I'm gonna start with the shirt I have on. It is a Disneyland Halloween spirit jersey. I got this from Shop Disney. It is this year's model. Can we talk about the glitter? It is so glittery. And then the back, Disneyland, in like candy corn form. I will be at Disneyland in just a few weeks to celebrate my very first, obviously, Oogie Boogie Bash. It's the first year. So I was planning on wearing this on the plane ride down. And then another thing that I got on Shop Disney were these two tea towels. This was a set, and I just thought it was super cute. It's Mickey and Minnie in pumpkin form, and then it's got candy. Like, can we talk? Rick Rack. This is called Rick Rack, and I love Rick Rack. It was used a lot in the 70s for like a lot of arts and crafts and things, and I like love using it in crafts, so I was so excited to see they had Rick Rack on the bottom. I know, it's a little bit silly, but you know. And then the next is a tea towel that's an all over print. Oops, it's upside down. And so it's got bats and Mickey pumpkins and like a spider web Mickey and little stars and lightning bolts. And it also has black Rick Rack. I know that they're still available on Shop Disney though, so if you want to go to Shop Disney, they're definitely there. And then the final item, you guys don't know, one of my most favorite forms of Mickey Mouse is his Dracula form. I was strolling down the aisles of Target and happened upon a Dracula Mickey mug. Are you kidding me? So his top hat is like a purple and orange color. His handle is his ear. And he's got his little fangs and his bow tie and his like popped collar for his Dracula-esque form. This was $10 at my local Target. This is the kind of merchandise Target that I am living for. Okay guys, well that is gonna do it for us today. You will have to let me know down below what your favorite item is, or if you have a Disney Halloween item that you're obsessing over, I wanna know. Please let me know down below. I'm always interested in expanding my Disney Halloween collection. It was so fun hanging out with you guys today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like fun and silly Disney unboxings, traveling with me around the country and around the globe and to all the different Disney parks, or anything creative, crafty, or Disney, please hit that subscribe button down below. Also, we have a very special Harry Potter video coming up this Thursday that you definitely won't want to miss. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. TTFN! Bye!